Welcome back, my gardening friends. Well, it's time to select the seed potatoes that I'm going to overwinter, ready for next year's planting. And we've got the mystery purple variety that we found on hashtag starting a new allotment. We've got the white variety, mystery, we found on hashtag starting a new allotment. They've always been good. I'm building my stocks up. We've got the robotic Sarpo reds and robotic Sarpo whites over there. And here we've got the Marfonia. So I'm going to have a dig down, select enough potatoes for me for next year, and all I'll probably have to do then is buy some first earlies. So that's what we've got left from what we've eaten. Those three will eat, I'm going to save 8. We started off with 2 that we found, so now I've got 8. And then these, I shan't bother storing these are just the ideal size for our dinners. So let's have a look at the white mysteries. So that's them sorted. Now a lot of these have gone green. Why have they gone green? Mainly because the sun gets to them. Why have they got green in there when I covered them up? Well, basically I put them in there, put the compost on top, so everything that was sitting on the bottom has got the light from underneath. Silly Billy. Or to just line it with some newspaper, something next time. Lesson learned. We'll have a look at the Sarpo reds and Sarpo whites now and select some of those. Now when I planted these I did colour code them, but that didn't make no difference whatsoever. So now I'm just going to select the pure white ones and pure red ones, and hopefully we'll end up with something for next year. And I will take extras for the purpose of anything that might rot off. I've saved this one Sarpo because it's joined, and I'm looking to try and grow a giant potato next year, so we'll give that one a whirl. I've selected about 14 of the robotic Sarpo whites. Now they're not all white, they've just got a tinge to them as we sorted them last year. And we've got about 14 of the Sarpo reds. And I'm just going now to layer them in those containers, and these and the white ones I might use these 2 tubs as well as the containers, just to see how they actually get on. So I'll do that now. Top that up in a minute. Now last year I tried to store them in a container behind the shed, and the compost was too moist. They rotted off. So I'm hoping that this year it'll be that much better. You'll probably see there some of the carrots, Sanandtezbezy, the 10th of June last year. I'm going to cover those up now. They're the potatoes, they're going to get covered up. The turnips, they're going to get covered up. I'll go and harvest some of the Swedes shortly, but I'll finish doing all the potatoes in here, similar to what I've just done to this robotic Sarpo reds. So I'm going to have a little look now into the Marfonias and have a dig down and get some suitable potatoes. Again, probably 8 potatoes will do me for a second early. So that's there, and these do keep really well. As you say, you can see that they're really quite nice clean potato, as long as you don't let the sunlight get to them. So we'll be putting those into the other marked container. I'm just going to top these up there, and we can bury those. Right, let's go and get some more harvest. I want to try a few of the carrots and turnips in here. So basically what I've done, I've cleared half, so I'm going to store half and leave half in the ground. So we've got a nice little half dumpy bucket, and unfortunately this is the only beetroot I've got this year. Everything else just didn't grow. That's one of my failures. Anyway, let's get these and a few carrots just to try. These are better than the ones I pulled earlier on in the Yorkshire nettle. I might as well clear this bed. Yeah, I am only human. But no splits. Compost maybe too dry, I don't know. You can never win. So we've got a nice selection there. They've been freshly pulled, so they're nice and firm, and I'm going to use about half a dozen in the clamp to see if they stay firm and see how long we can make them last. So I've got nothing in this this bag here, so they're good firm carrots. Let's just put half a dozen in. 3, 4, 5 and 6, and they can be topped off. Those will be for the harvest. Just got to remember where I put everything there. Fill all the nooks and crannies. Right, we'll go and fetch the Swedes, not turnips. More compost. Bit of a hole there. I've moved the Marfonia over to that side because there was less turnips than anything else. So Christmas potatoes, Swedes, white, red, robotic Sarpos. We've got the carrots, we've got the potatoes, got the Marfonia seeds, and there's what's left of the Marfonia. Like I say, we don't eat many potatoes, but the ones that we do, I can come in and just dive in and grab a few. I've got a few more pots of carrots, not sure which are good and which are bad, so I don't think there's many in there. That one's a decent pot, not sure whether they're sweet candle. Yeah, they were sown in June. So I'll probably stack those up there, cut the tops off and just chuck a bit more compost on top. Let's go and have a look at this month's vegetable harvest. Now I'm just going to pull my first parsnip of the year, and we'll give you a little glimpse of this one. So being careful of the leaves. Yeah, that's really nice. A little bit of marking on that, but that'll scrub off. Jerusalem artichokes from out of the small containers, and we've got a nice little pot of French beans from the second and third sowing. There's the parsnip there. I may as well take some of these. I'll pop those in the tray. Celery at the moment looking a bit of a disaster, but we never know. So it's October 21st, and we've got a few of the remaining potatoes that didn't go green. Some of the Jerusalem artichokes in the small containers. Some nice French beans there. A couple of the sweet candle. My only beetroot. The gigantic tomato. I'm going to save the seed off that, and perhaps get a slice on a piece of bread. The yellow courgette. Some of the peppers that we had free to a good home from the garden centre. I've got about another 4 red cabbage left, last lettuce, some chard, and obviously not forgetting the parsnip. Let's not always show the good side. Why should we? Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, commenting, subscribing, and just before I go I'll show you the remaining tomatoes in the polytunnel and the tomatoes on hashtag starting a new allotment, and we've got a nice one there. So these are the supermarket ones, and they do split. I have seen a few now, as you can see there, and these have had no water but they're outside. Smashing. I'm going to cut all these vines off, get them in with me bananas to ripen. So I'm really pleased with those, and I'll be saving some of those seed as well. Leeks are doing remarkably well now. The new leaves coming out. You can see where I cut it off right at the bottom. These were cut off right at the bottom because of the onion leaf miner moth, whatever you want to call it. I've had a bit of a tidy up. The apples don't want to come off, so they're going to stay. I've got a couple of strawberries to pick, and the raspberries keep on coming. Again, this other variety, all the labels must have been wrong, but if anybody knows what variety that might be, I'd appreciate it. It's definitely not a Cox's orange pippin. Happy gardening to you all. I'm pleased I'm still getting a few vegetables, nowhere near what I was hoping for, but this summer has really put a damper on everything again. So I'll keep busy, keep uploading videos. If you get fed up, say so. Till next time, ta-ra for now.